The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Here with Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline forward. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James Harden.
It's not a shocker, right? I mean, people will say, well, he's uber talented, but he's also a grinder. And we know how hard he works on his game every year. And that's why his impact offensively continues to grow. You can't say that about every guy in his stratosphere.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Cleveland, the rim projectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Sam Merrill out there with Harden. And it's Bruce in at the 3 slot. You know, Greg, when you look at the Eastern Conference, is it fair to say that both the teams we've got in this one are two of the top contenders?
Oh, no doubt. This could be an Eastern Conference Finals preview. In fact, I expect one of these squads to represent the East in the finals.
Rebounded by the Celtics. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
Bucket is good.
You know, Brown is just a really good jump shooter. Plus, his J looks good, too.
Locked up there for Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Now here's Vucevic. Over in the corner, Brown. All sorts of time. Allen with the rebound.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Using his unique perspective, Vucevic sees the whole floor and finds the open shooter.
Inside and taken away by Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Mobley with the block. Tatum down low. Covered by Mobley. The Cavaliers trailing. Locked up there for Allen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you can see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked about an approach to Jason Tatum. Coach told me that Tatum is just about as good as anyone at countering plans. So he just asked his players to play to their strengths, saying if they need to make switches, that's almost a better option because the more looks we throw him, the less he can consistently play the same way. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
So both teams changing it up here. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Brown outside. Brogdon kicks to Brown. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
And they were just draining it from outside. A great team shooting performance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Jason Tatum. Here's Brogdon. Got a piece of it. Pass to Brown. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this week.
Mobley outside. Here's Harden on the wing. Drills it from outside. Harden's got 9 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Brogdon, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Get up, Malcolm. You think this guy is just about jumpers? There's more to his game.
Mobley finds Harden. Floats one. Mobley the pass to Harden. 4 seconds left, and Mobley lays it in.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get you back on the court. Pass to Brown. Fades back. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
And when he gets to his spot, Jaylen Brown is money from the mid-range.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Brown.
Lots of development work has gone into Brown's three-pointer.
Pritchard against Harden. To the paint. And there's Hunter on the assist by Harden. And it's 8 points for DeAndre Hunter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now, Hauser. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Jim Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake him. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Kevin?
You absolutely love that confidence. Okay, Allen, we thank you. Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Allen comes in for Larry Nance. And Evan Mobley subbed in for Hunter. What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Mobley. Pritchard from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Harden will not be denied.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Trailing by 5. Tatum draws the double. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Bruce's shot is good.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatically, if you're going to leave him that wide open, big time mistake.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. No problems knocking that one down. Pritchard's got 10.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Allen, that's good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
With the assist.
Celtics trail by 8. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. No good that time. And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
Fans, let's rev it up and get ready for your bucket fight. Arena Entertainment.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Cleveland.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And now an opportunity. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Can you, and well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help. The guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals, your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Brown against Drews. Mobley with the block.
That's the defensive player of the year there. Mobley with the denial, making sure the ball didn't get to the rim. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Tatum down low. Mobley's there. And that one's good. Tatum's got 5 now.
Bruising his way to a bucket. Tatum wanted it, and he got it.
Lots of layers to it, Coach, but what is the best part of Jason Tatum's game, in your opinion?
Wow, now that's a tough question, Kevin, because this guy can do it all. I would say what the best part of Tatum's game is, he can create whatever shot he needs at any given time. He's got the ball handling skills and the shot making ability to get where he needs to go and then finish the play.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Out to White for the 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And there's 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Austin grabs the miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
You don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Martin's checked in for Harden. And Hunter subbed in for Sam Merrill. Checked in. A look now at the 2K leader. Over look now for Cleveland. Nancy's checked in for Allen. Dean Wade comes in for Mobley. And it's James Harden in for Max Strus. And then for Boston, Kate is checked in. And Chris Boucher's subbed in for Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 9. In the pass to Boucher. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Boston, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And the technical free throw is good. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to White, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Cleveland leading by 8. Pass to Nance. Cleveland moving the ball around, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Harden dishes to Nance. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Now here's White. Here's Kata. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And it's time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for Cleveland provided some info for us. He said there's a bit of weakness in the wrist area, but so far no sign of any broken bone. And for a team with eyes on a championship, this injury could have serious implications, and we'll see how it affects them.
Allie, thanks as always. We appreciate the report.
Yeah, silver linings. Obviously, being healthy is the goal, but this could be worse.
Wade out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Martin. Then it's Harden. And it's Hunter in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hauser. This one for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hauser's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Pritchard against Harden. Hunter, the pass to Harden. Nance, a screen. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jared Allen's checked in for Cleveland.
This guard, Harden, is an incredible young player, someone with a promising future ahead of him.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Buries it from 3-point range. Harden's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Evan Mobley comes in for Dean Wade. And Strus is subbed in for Martin. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
6 to shoot. Harden fires from 15 feet away. It's good.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
It's Brown on the wing, covered by Hunter. Now White. And no good. The dry spell continuing for us. Here's Strus. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And one of the top scorers in the game, Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
It's White on the wing. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Boston again missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Now a timeout called by Boston. 1:56 left in the 4th.
Get up and get live. Please welcome to the floor, your Powerhouse Dance Team.
It's time now to present our player of the game, James Harden.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's Brogdon. Misses and the dry spell continues. The Cavaliers leading by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 19-5 run. Pass to Allen. Now, here is Harden. Tight defense on him. Here's Brogdon. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Harden. Good work there as it goes.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
You ain't got the money and pay me. Now you wanna F on one. I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. It's like Lou. Hey, I pull up designer, he want my call out the like Lou. Hey, you goofies ain't getting no rockin' out Gucci like hey, quit thinking I'm stupid, ain't the owe me don't with me like yeah.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's been trending downward in terms of his average points per game. And a number of reasons can lead to this. But he needs to figure out how to get back on track.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Paul George. And it's Embiid in at the 5. And for Cleveland, Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. James Harden out there with Max Strus. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
And Cleveland has possession, following that last three-pointer by Philadelphia. Pulls up at the elbow. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, James Harden.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
And here are the Sixers now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Embiid. Rejected by Allen. And so it looks like it'll be a Philadelphia ball. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's George. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Harden from outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Now here's Harden, an important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game. And he gets that one.
You think about James Harden. Here's a guy who's played with KD, Russ, CP3, Kyrie, so many great players.
Here's Edgecombe, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Clock at 6. Here's George. It's not going to go for him. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Shoots over Maxey. Again, Cleveland.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Mobley. Outside Hunter. Cleveland working the ball around now. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Hunter. Harden's got 10 points.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. PJ Edgecombe is second.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
Embiid with it. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta. 6 to shoot. Outside Maxey. Shoots over Harden. Tyrese Maxey with a nice move. Give him 8 points now. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you, Brian.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Man, Mobley is always lurking, ready to erase any shot that comes his way.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Now here's Maxey. Give him 8 points now. The Sixers with another miss. Outside Harden. Allen in the high post. Takes the 3. James Harden, and that's good. Harden's got 13.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Outside Edwards. Outside Maxey. A shot to stop the run. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Maxey against Harden. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He's got 15.
It's crazy. We've gotten used to this effortless dominance from James Harden. He scores in a multitude of ways.
Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for three.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
And he sinks the second.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Martin finds Harden. Inside. Here's Wade. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And here's Edwards. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And so it's Cleveland. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a look now at... Cleveland has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Three-pointer, Harden. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Nice shot by Harden.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
76ers trail by 4. Outside Grimes. To the inside. Here's Drummond. And he makes it on the layup. Drummond's got 4 points this quarter.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Nance with a screen on Maxey. Harden, the pass to Nance. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Really, their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Philadelphia. It's Grimes on the wing. Covered by Strus. Here's Maxey. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first half of basketball. Harden, the pass to Nance. And Nance with the slam. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Maxey. Shakes him. That one doesn't drop. Cleveland has gone a perfect 5 for 5 from deep tonight. Strus the pass to Harden. Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's the pick. And he lobs it up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Strus. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Shoots over Maxey. Harden misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Again, Maxey missing.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Outside Hunter. Strus finds Harden. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Fighting for those points. The Beard playing tough.
76ers trail by 3. Oubre passes to Maxey. 35 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And Oubre gets it to go.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Nance with a screen on Maxey. And he lobs it up. And Nance with the slam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. For 3, Maxey. That one's off for him. 6 for 11 now. The drive by Harden. Pass to Wade. Outside Harden. With 2 seconds left. That shot missing. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Cleveland on top, up by 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
I think for Cleveland, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the title run.
And let's circle back now to that first half. The Sixers find themselves in a tense one.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Harden's got the ball here for Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the 3 slot. Three-pointer, Harden. He buries it from 3. Harden's got 25 points in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Screen by Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
From a Division II college player to earning a big free agent contract, Max Strus. What a story, Richard.
Yeah, he went undrafted in 2019, and then he signs a 4-year, $63 million deal with the Cavs, and he has earned every single dollar.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Embiid passes to Maxey. Kicks it to George. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Allen.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Harden into the lane. Pass to Allen. Back to Harden. Shoots over Maxey. Again, Cleveland scores.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
win the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
They're headed into a bit of a soft spot in their schedule, which could be just what they needed. I mean, some winnable games against teams they know they have the talent advantage over should get them back on track.
Pass to Mobley. On the wing, Strus. Cleveland working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Harden, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Putting a little something extra on that one. His skills around that rim.
An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Here's Maxey. He's got 18. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Embiid. Here's Maxey. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spilling to the other guys.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys, back over to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Fires the three. Sinks the tray. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Maxey against Harden. Strus grabs the miss.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Here's the three. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Strus. Strus has got his 3rd assist of the night.
I just love the ball move.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
A different look for Cleveland. Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. Martin comes in for Hunter, and it's Tyson in for Strus. And the 76ers with some changes. .103 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Edwards. Here's Drummond. Oubre on the wing. Now here's Lowry to stop the run. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Harden, the pass to Allen. And they pick up 2. And it's 6 points for Jared Allen.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
The 3 is up. A nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got 6 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Harden. Rebound by the 76ers.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Now Oubre. This one for 3. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for Cleveland. He's nearing the 40-point. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Larry Nance is out there with Dean Wade. Then there's Kenyon Martin. Then it's James Harden. And it's Tyson in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Harden from outside. Pure from three-point range. Harden's got 38 points.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal. The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 14. Here's Grimes. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Mobley, he's checked in for Wade. And the 76ers making a change here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Harden. Shot clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Maxey. Embiid passes to Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Puts up the tray. Cash from downtown.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Harden against Maxey. Outside Mobley. On the wing, Harden. Mobley is screen on Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harden. Puts it up. Excellent chance, but no good. George drives in, and he slams it down.
Oh, don't do him like that, PG.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A different look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Nance. Hunter comes in for Martin. And it's Strus in for Tyson. Harden! It's good from beyond the arc.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Maxey. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
I tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Maxey against Harden. 20 feet away and no problem.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Maxey. Shoots a 3. The 3 ball is down.
Well, the corner 3, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
Now Allen. Now Harden. From downtown. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
George feels it out a bit. Oh, putting in work inside.
Great touch by George. This man has mastered every shot.
Now Allen. Strus outside. Now Harden. Takes a three. And again for three.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Let's loose for three. Harden with a rebound. Hunter. And he nails it.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Strus. Outside Harden. Here's Allen.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.
We survive. You can only catch a whiff of locked in.